Can I press a button to start off?
Sure.
I think here we cheer.
We laugh.
We laugh. See?
You don't even know what we're pressing because you don't have
I need headphones.
The headphones.
Oh, dude, let's buy headphones.
Okay, cool. It's still laughing, Godar. Can you turn it off?
All right, let's do this.
So radical transparency is communicating and leading with total openness and directness, which allows the person or the people on the receiving end to respond, I think, in a much more meaningful way. It lends itself to opportunities. So today we are going to talk about how radical transparency has totally created a much deeper connection in our relationship together. And I think our relationships as a whole, and how it's completely transformed the culture of our landscaping company.
Yeah.
But first, let's talk about lunch. Tell me about, I know I'm hungry. Tell me about the lunches you've been going on. I feel like you've been doing it a little more frequently lately.
I have. I accidentally double booked a lunch today or this week, and I realized, luckily everybody knows each other. I'm like, hey, you guys mind if we just all go together?
Hey, that works. But talk a little bit about it, because I think it's so cool what you do, and I think that it could be really meaningful for people who are looking for ways to build or expand their network, but don't really know how.
Having lunches with people, and especially anybody's fine. Growing your network's great, but in this terms, like people in your industry, it's so huge. Like people that maybe you would think are your competition even. And that's like, and I empower everyone. Like if you're starting off, and it's really what I did right here in Cape Coral, that when I was first starting off, I had like it wasn't even a scarcity mindset then. It was just, I was embarrassed because I didn't know anything. But if you could start off and you're passionate about what you're doing and you're wanting to grow your business, and you can reach out to those other people that know stuff or have been in the business that you may be able to work with and give them work and learn from, like mentors, that's so powerful. So when I came here, I immediately like sought out people that I was going to sub to and started having lunches, buying lunches for these people, and just really fostered those relationships. It was so funny because on Andy Frisil's podcast today, he was basically talking about when he first started, he was like, once he started getting going real well, he's a little bit of a shit talker. And then as you move forward, you realize that like the actual good people in an industry, the good ones that aren't like scarcity mindset and they just got their head on backwards, like they all want to sit down and talk together about how do we kick more ass and strategize, so being him being a shit talker in the beginning or being someone that like that's all they do is like kind of tear stuff down around them, like there's such a little benefit. Don't even think of it like competition. Think of it like people that we're all playing a game together. I think it's in our best interest that we all learn to work together and help each other, because somebody knows a trick, somebody else knows a trick. And then, you foster these networks where we can all go faster because we know more and less time potentially devoted. I might be super strong somewhere. It's kind of like building a team, but building your network has the same effect on different levels, where now they might get something from me that they didn't have to spend years to learn, and I'll get something from them that I didn't have to spend years to learn, but we all did it while we were at lunch. And then maybe a lot of times, like maybe the lunch isn't even hardly talk about business. Maybe it's about family and what's going on in life. It's a very, very cool aspect to be able to spend time with people in your industry and know that there are a lot of people that love to work together and love to see everybody's company grow.
Well, I love that. And I so agree. And we did an episode on networking. It was episode 4. We talked about this, but I don't remember now, like if we touched on how important it really is, because we talked about finding events and getting involved in these group things. I love this because it's more of a solo thing. Like seek out, quite literally, a competitor or someone who's doing literally the same thing you're doing and build a friendship with them, a professional network with them. The benefits are like tenfold, but it's something I think a lot of people are maybe scared to do, especially if you're maybe newer in this. But I think it shows, if you show up in that way, I think can be really cool.
Some people that have been in the game, they're going to be threatened by someone new and have that whole total scarcity mindset.
Especially if they're bold, someone bold and confident. That scares people also.
Yeah, exactly. So that you are realized going into this, not everybody's going to want to do this with you. They're going to be people that are threatened by it and think that there's not enough work to go around. They got to keep all their little secrets just to keep their little special business going. But don't be worried about those people, because they're not going to go that far anyway in the long game. I'm talking about the rest of the people that when you go to them, like hey, yeah, let's get together. Last week I texted another lawn care company that I haven't met with forever because things have been so fucking crazy and busy here. And he's like, yeah, we need to catch up. And then, after having lunch with a nursery guy and the irrigation guys, if you build that web of connections, it serves, it's not just it's bringing value to everybody. You're tying more and more people together. It's just really cool.
Well, I think something we like to talk about is community over competition. And it's just that, like, community is always going to win. Yep. And just like abundance will always win.
Yep.